begin a conversation. That means you say, Mr. Ashok, this is our esteemed client, Mr. Ivan. Alright? He is from ABC company. Or he is our #1 client of our product. Is that okay? Or his company is our #1 customer. Is that okay? Then I have something to say. Oh, okay, that's very nice. It's great doing business with you. Then he also got something to say. Is that okay now? Okay? Alright, let's move on. Okay, I have a problem with this, you know. Often, understanding the other person's name becomes difficult for various reasons. Mispronouncing names. Alright? I'm not very good at foreign names. That's why it's easy for me to look at your English name. Right? English name. You know, maybe like if I say Chung Pyong Pyong Yu, is that correct? Yubin?
Yeah.
How do you pronounce this? Okay, how do you pronounce your Korean name? Come again? Zhong, is it Zhong? Suddenly it becomes too difficult. Okay, let's try it one. Okay, sorry. Maybe I'm not good at that. Yeah. So we can mispronounce names. Is that okay? Like Turuka. Because different languages have different sounds. Correct? Right? So we can mispronounce names. So be careful. That's what I'm trying to say. Right? So mispronouncing names is a serious breach of business etiquette. If you miss the other person's name or are in doubt, ask apologetically for it to be repeated. I'm really sorry I didn't get your name. Can you please repeat? Is that okay? Can? I'm really sorry. When you apologize, people will tell their name the second time. Right? Okay, so you have to be careful. If pronunciation lacks clarity, then you can even request for the name to be spelled. Alright, if their pronunciation, like, you may try one more time. What's your name, your Korean name? Shong? Am I saying correct?
Yes.
No. You said right, but Roman says no. Right? Your second name? Hun.
Yes.
Hun, is it?
Yes.
I said Pyong over here. Okay, next.
Yo.
What's that?
Yo.
Yo. I can understand. I'm actually very weak in Korean names. Is that okay? Alright? So, you know, the way we pronounce names of people, we have to be extra careful. We want to sound as if exactly like what that person says. But we may not be good at that. I have that problem. I agree. Is that okay? Alright, I have that problem. If the name is difficult, ask how it should be pronounced. This sets the other person at ease and show that you are genuinely interested in getting to know them. So you want to know people. If you cannot say their name correctly, tell them to tell you slowly, spell it for you, repeat, so that they know that you care for them. Is that okay? Come again, can you understand the word care now? Alright? You must show that you care for them. Alright? You are genuinely interested, really interested in getting to know them. Don't make excuses for yourself such as, like me, I'm terrible with names. Oh dear, I always tell them. I shouldn't do that. Alright? Okay? Never be insensitive enough to say, how did you get a name like that? So never do that, eh? Don't be insensitive, alright? How did you get a name like that? Why is your name so difficult? Why is your name so horrible? Don't say that. Never do that. Is that okay? Okay, even if you think the name is not, maybe in your language, that name sounds a bit funny, a bit odd, a bit weird, but don't say, oh, why you have such a weird name? Don't say that. Is that okay? Alright, you will offend people if you do that. Alright? If you have forgotten the other person's name, it is better to say something like, having trouble recalling your name. I'm having trouble recalling your name. You know, like I think I taught you people 2 semesters ago, or some of you 3 semesters ago. Now I cannot remember all your names. The only name I can remember is what? What? Turuka. Just joking. Okay, when you're making introductions in a group, your client is a figure of authority. The other members of your team should be introduced to him and not the other way around. Do this now. Okay, one more time. Okay, I don't think I want to call Ivan and Nolan now. Alright. Is it okay now? Clear? Can you understand now? Alright? When you're making introductions in a group, your client is the figure of authority. The number one person who is important is your client. Is that okay? Without your client, no business for you. So what do? The other members of your team should be introduced to him, not the other way around. With the CEO, you still say, Mr. Ashok, can I introduce to you our esteemed client, Mr. Ivan? Is that okay? But now if it's a group of people, then you introduce similarly, other members of your team should be introduced to him. Then you say, Mr. Ivan, this is Mr. Ashok. Mr. Ivan, this is JJ. Mr. Ivan, this is Turuka. Is that okay now? Can you understand now? Is that okay? Alright. So let's move on. Shaking hands, the proper shake. Oh dear. Shaking hands also must teach you. Oh dear. Comes with an eye contact and smile. When you shake hands, have eye contact and smile. Is that okay? Many times have you seen people shaking hands, no eye contact, no smile? Yeah, never do that. Alright, keep shaking hands as something very personal. So eye to eye must connect and the hand also must be firm. Not too firm until you squeeze. No, don't do that also. Handshake should be firm but do not squeeze. Yes, especially if it's a man to a woman. Alright? You know women's hands are softer. So don't squeeze too much. Man to man, I think you can hold quite firm and shake. Right? But women, you've got to be a bit more lighter. Is that clear now? Okay? Is that okay? Alright? Last about 3 seconds. Should be 2 to 3 shakes. When you shake hand, 1, 2, or 1, 2, 3. Is that okay? Alright? Do not encompass the other person's hand with both of yours. Don't do that. Alright? That means easy. Don't do this. Is that okay? Just this. Is that okay? 2, 3. Is that okay? Good? You want business? You want money? Okay, is that okay now? Okay? Alright, this is giving business card. Alright? Business card etiquette. Is this okay in Korean culture? Is this the normal way you give cards? Are they being practiced now? Because I see many have become e-cards now, right? Do they still have physical cards? Is that okay? Do you still have name cards physical? Yes or no? Yes? Name cards? Okay. Is this okay? The age, the corner to corner. Is that correct? Korean culture? Yes? Some cultures, they do it a bit differently. Let me just check. Did you take my money? You did? Some missing. Some missing. Just an example, yeah? Just as an example. Okay, alright, that's a business card, alright. Korean culture, is it like this? Is that correct? Do you have an idea? Really? Is this the respectful way of giving? holds two hands. Is that okay? I think that's still respect. Yeah. I do it this way. Oh, you do this. Oh, really? Wow. Is this correct in the Chinese culture? Korean culture? Like this? Is that true? I mean, no, this is not Chinese, this is Korean. Is this correct? Oh, you do this? Not anything is not anything okay means I don't have to teach this. Respect. I think it's a question of respect. Respect can be like this, or can be like this. Oh, it can even this way. Is it this way? Is it this way? Okay, if I give you this way, what do? If I'm using two hands, what do? You also two hands. Is that okay? Alright, I think that's respect. Right? If I do this, then you also do this. If I do this, you also do this. Is that okay? Chinese culture, how do you do that? Do you hold here or hold? Correct. Okay. Chinese culture, alright? Chinese, alright? When I do this, what do? Right! Still, I think you still go here, right? Both hands. Right? Or if I do this, then you do the same. I think it's just doing the same thing. If I hold here two hands and give you Chinese culture, you also hold two hands, the edges. If I hold in the middle, you also hold in the middle. Is that okay? Just follow the person who is giving the card. Is that okay now? You be okay? American culture, you be. Here's my card. No. Just joking. Alright? American. Oh yeah, Japanese culture. She's a Japanese, I know. She went to Japan, found a boyfriend, and she's planning to settle down in Japan. Right? So, okay, Japanese culture. Is this correct? Maybe. How? Is that correct? Okay, give it back. This is very expensive. Now, let's do